Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Today I share how to make Agidi jollof recipe. So keep watching if you want to see how I make this. To begin, I'm going to cook the biscuit bone first. I've added that into a pot, add some onions, curry powder, thyme, seasoning cubes, salt, add some water and then cover for it to cook. To make the stew base, I'm going to use some tomatoes, onions and pepper. So I've chopped that into tiny cubes, added it into a blender. I'm going to now blend until it is smooth. Once that is smooth, heat up some oil and fry the tomatoes. So what we are doing is making the stew first. So you want to make sure your stew is well fried. If you have already fried stew in the house, you can also use it. Now I'm going to add some tomato paste. This is what will give us that beautiful vibrant color. So add that, stir it around and then cover so you can fry until it is dry. While that is frying, I check on the beef bone and you can see it is ready. So I'm going to scoop it out and set it aside. At this point, the stew is well fried, so now I'm going to add the meat stock that I saved from the beef bone earlier on. I'm going to sieve that in so that the Agidi jollof will come out smooth and silky. So once I add that, next I'll add the beef bone, stir that around and adjust with salt or seasoning cube if necessary at this point. Then cover so it can simmer for another 2-3 minutes and it is ready. So now let's make the agidi. In a pot I'll add some washed corn, add water and then cover for it to come to a rolling boil. Once it boils, I'm going to drain it, cool it down with some cold water and then blend it until it is smooth. After blending it, it is time to sieve it. If you have that chiffon cloth that we used to make pap in Nigeria, that's going to be best for this. But I'm using my nut milk bag. You can get this from Amazon if you don't have the bag for pap. So yeah, I'm going to just add water and make sure to remove all the starch from the corn. Once that is done, I'll throw this chaff away. Or if you have a poultry, your chicken will thank you for the corn chaff. So just try it before you give it to them. They love it. So yeah, once that is done, now I'm going to let this settle. It usually will take a few hours for this to completely settle down, but I was very impatient. I waited for just a little over an hour. Thank God I had some starch that settled really fast at the bottom as well. So now I'm going to pour it into the pot, add some of the water that I just threw out instead of adding ordinary water to bring it to a light consistency. Because remember, we are going to be stirring and cooking this at the same time. So when it thickens up, you may need to add water. So it's best to, make it light from the beginning. So once I get it to a very light consistency, all that is left to do at this point is to keep stirring until it thickens up. One tip is for you to constantly stir this. You don't want to leave it and go anywhere. If not, you're going to have lumps in it. So make sure you're right there stirring. When it thickens up and you know it is not cooked, go ahead and add just a little bit of water and keep stirring. Now, how do you know it is ready? You know it is cooked when you scoop a little into a bowl of cold water, give it 2 minutes. Once it's set, you know it is ready. Then you can move over to the next stage. Now this is what it means by setting. When you cut it just like this, you see it's already looking like agidi. Then you can now move over to the next stage. Now the next stage is to add the already fried stew and stir. Now when you're adding this stew, please don't make the mistake of adding too much stew, because if you add too much stew, it will be difficult for the agidi to set even after wrapping it. Once I achieve my desired color, I'm going to now take it off the heat and wrap it immediately. You don't want it to cool down before wrapping it. So I'm using moi moi leaf to do this. I've wrapped it into a cone just like this. Now I'm going to add the Agidi jollof into the leaf. Don't forget to add bono, that's the cocoa. So yeah, wrap it up and set it aside. I'll do that one more time and it is ready. After wrapping everything, I'm going to let this sit for about 30 minutes, just so everything can set. And after that, your Agidi jollof is ready. This brought back so many childhood memories. I hope you get to try this out. Send me pictures on Instagram at joyfulcook_ if you get to try this out. See you in my next one.